So Murad, guys, the meme coin, Jesus, this better not be the first time you've heard about him, because this guy is printing money at the moment. He's basically the catalyst for this really big meme coin push. He has $32.4 million in his portfolio for just his doxed wallets. I mean, we're documenting this guy maybe a week ago, and this is at 23 million. His tokens just keep going up. The best performer, one that comprises, I believe, we can actually have a look, of $23.5 million US he holds in the SBX 6900. He says he owns 2.8% of the total supply. How the hell do you get that sort of conviction in a meme coin when it's less than $1 million to $2 million market cap? It's just insanity. Now it's close to the $1 billion level at $731 billion. This is the write-up that you likely missed. This is the write-up that has made Murad tens of millions of dollars and globally famous, at least in the crypto Twitter sphere. But we've been documenting him a bit. We've been going through his current portfolio, but I came across a very interesting tweet that expands the lens of, have you missed this run-up? Are you too late to get into these meme coins that at least all of crypto Twitter already know about? And that is this tweet right here. Murad's secret criteria for finding his meme coins, for finding the 10 meme coins or 12 meme coins that he personally invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in and had such strong conviction and made him very rich. So in this video, we're going to go through this criteria together. I'm going to show you the tools that you need to use this criteria to find your own Murad style meme coins that could pop, because Murad thinks that these meme coins are going to go into the hundreds of billions. He thinks there's still 100x's left on his specific portfolio, which would mean for the ones that haven't popped the 10 to 100x already, there's going to be 1,000x plus return in there if you know which ones are right. And using Murad's criteria, I've actually found one that I'm very intrigued by and will likely put a little bit of my own money into. Nothing crazy. This is not the highest conviction thing, but it ticks the box of what Murad says is a good meme coin. And we're going to be going through it in this video and allowing you to have the tools to find your own. So if you appreciate this work, please hit the like button below. I really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button while you're down there too. I'd appreciate that. So let's have a look at the criteria overall, and then we're going to go one by one with examples. So Must Stop Murad, it's got actually 1.2 million views. So I'm not really sure why I called it secret, because the secret is out, but not many people do the actual work to implement it. So that's what is going to separate us. That is the real secret to life, guys. Do the actual work. Not what you're here for. Let's get into the memes. Buy meme coins that can become very big. Buy coins that have undergone multiple negative 70%. I'll talk to you a lot about that. I really like that criteria, which basically Murad drew my attention to for the first time. Study coins that spent a long time under $10 million market cap, which again goes hand in hand with the last one. I really like that one. Study coins which have people hustling for free, and use bubble maps and holder scan to check out the distribution. These are the 5 criteria. Let's go one by one, finding some tokens, starting with buy meme coins that become very big. Now, this one is a little bit of an arbitrary criteria, probably the hardest one to actually pin down, because what is very big, and how do you know if a meme coin is going to become very big? So the best way I thought to look at this is to look at Murad's tweet here when he's got his 10. Now, remember, he holds more than 10 tokens. We have his whole portfolio. Link in the description below if you want. That's also inside our inner circle where we do complete breakdowns on it. If you want to sign up to that, link in the description. But these are his 10 ones that he has really publicized out there on Twitter. And he has his targets, long-term targets for them here. And he thinks that all of these have pretty high ceilings, because if you have a think about it, if you want to back a meme coin token that is only really funny or interesting, or a small segment of the population engages with, it's got a way lower TAM, or total addressable market, which means less people are going to buy into it, less people find it funny. It's got way less people interested in buying it, therefore way less money looking to get into it, and it's going to pump to a way lower level. So you want to make sure that something has widespread mainstream interest. Cats, dogs, almost everybody loves these things. Making money, humor, people love humor. And even if you have a look at what he calls mimetic ceilings, which is what is the target in people's head that these memes have. So this is the SBX 6900, which is the funny alternative to investing in the S&P 500. And the ceiling, or the mission, is to flip the stock market, which is $46 trillion. It's not obviously going to get that high, but at least in people's head, once this crosses $1 billion, once this crosses 10 billion, it's not finished yet. It's got 46 trillion to go. So it's got a high mimetic ceiling. When if you think something that may have a lower mimetic ceiling might be something like American coin down here, which he does say either party is likely to buy. It looks very Republican to me. It's also USA coin, so I don't know, people in India, they're not really going to get too much behind a USA coin. Also, the elections are going to be over soon, and it's going to be less on people's minds. So that I would say has a much lower ceiling, or as the criteria said, can become very big. Sure, it can hit a couple of bill, but it's not going to hit the $100 billion level, at least in my personal opinion. But you want to have a look at those two factors when considering if the meme coin you're looking at can become very big. Cool. On to the second one. Multiple negative 70% pullbacks. This is a brilliant piece of criteria. I honestly thought it was a bad thing. If something pulls back 70%, I don't want a piece of that. That's going to drop to zero. But as Murad has been explaining, I'll give you a couple of examples of tokens that fit this criteria and don't as I talk about this. Guys, if something's pulled back 10 times, 70%, Murad's just like, all the sellers have been shaken out. All the people who were there for a quick pump. This is Mudang. This was a very recent meme coin that pumped to over $337 million very quickly, guys. Look, this is about 20 days that it had these massive candles. Millionaires absolutely made in this. You can go top traders and you can have a look at how much money people actually made, which is incredible that we have the opportunity to make these millions of dollars and we're in a vehicle that can actually do that. Although you must know what you are investing in and talking about. And that's why we make these videos, to help you have the best chance possible of that. Because yes, it's rare, but it's possible. You're not going to make millions of dollars at your 9-to-5 McDonald's job. That's just, it's not possible. So even just that glimmering hope, I am a really big fan of. That's why I really like this industry. And if you fall short and accidentally make 100 grand, fantastic. But this is Mudang that pumped up once. And if you want to know how to measure 70% pullbacks, click this little rule. I'm on Dex Screener. Everyone can come and use Dex Screener, completely free. And you can see, you can actually pull out the graph like this, and you can see this dropped 81.15% if you mark up the actual drop. The percentage drop is right here. That's what I'm reading off, which is great. It pulled back more than 70% once. So it's shaken out the paper hands early, because if people really don't believe in the mission and the culture of this meme, they're going to sell as soon as it starts going down. And so have a look at this token right here. It's up recently, but if you come back and sort of get that out of the screen, sort of by days, and you pull up the ruler token, you can see the amount of times that it's pulled back. That's 84% there. If you have a look at this one, pull that ruler back up again, this little spike in here, that's pulled back 77%. If you have a look at this one, apparently we have to click the ruler every single time. You guys get the message. This thing's pulled back 70%, 73% there. Multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even recently it may have pulled back. Maybe not quite. Maybe it's heading that way. It's pulled back all the way down to that candle there, 47%. So not recently. And it's at just over a $10 million valuation. This one fits Murad's criteria because the paper hands, the sellers, people who don't believe in the mission of the meme coin are not going to stay around in those choppy waters, which fits the next criteria here, that coins that spent a long time under $10 million. If you're somewhat like me and you're seeing millionaires being made, if you're looking at those people who retweet $400 into 1.2 million, you see them every single day. These people, this is actually real legit stuff where people are turning hundreds into millions, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. And I want to do it in the next hour. That's what most people's mindsets are. And they normally lose their money because they don't understand what people like Murad are saying is you're early. You're early compared to mainstream. Mainstream are going to be here maybe in 12 months from now. End of 2025 is really Murad's targets of actually getting out and getting a $100 billion token. So make sure you're buying projects that you can hold for 12 months, for 6 months, and actually ride as new people come into the market and are attracted to meme coins, just like they were Doge and Sheeb in the last run, that you're making money off them and not just trying to flip something for millions of dollars in an hour. Although you can do that too. If you're copying Murad's strategy, he more stays around for the long term and looks for these tokens, tokens that have spent a long time under $10 million, because this one here, a new meme, basically popped up less than a day ago here. It's already at a $31 million market cap, crossed the $70 million level. It's called Flavia is Online. But you can see this has not spent a long time under $10 million. It spent literally 3 hours under $10 million, which is, in Murad's criteria, a lot more risky. If you want to know what spent a long time under $10 million, come to Dex Screener, click on the filters button in the top right, and then load in these presets. So these presets will help you find a lot of these tokens that Murad has got his criteria for. This is how I've researched. We've put together 9 or 10 tokens inside of our inner circle that fit this criteria. And I'm going to show you one of them here in this video. You go a lower market cap. We don't want anything that's pumped in the hundreds of millions. Otherwise, we might as well take an official Murad token. Pair age, we've got 4 months there. 3,000 hours, it's got to be older than that, because remember, you want time for people to have been shaken out. We want time for it to be under a $10 million market cap. And the last thing I put in here, which isn't actually a Murad criteria, but a Benji criteria, is the 24-hour transactions. It's like you don't want something that fits Murad's criteria but has really low liquidity or is sort of dead. It only gets 1 or 2 transactions a day. So I've got 50 in there. If you click apply, you're going to get pulled all those tokens that match that criteria. But you can then go through with a finer tooth comb. Yeah, as you can see, all these are over 4 months old. Lock in, which is actually a Murad token. It's currently at a $54 million market cap. You can see it spent a long time. Where's the $10 million level? Here. Under that $10 million market cap, be that a few months. And if you're smart and following along, you're also going to see it's had multiple 70% pullbacks. So that's obviously why lock in past Murad's criteria. The next one is study coins which people have been hustling for free. Now, a couple of points on this one, a couple of intriguing thoughts from me. First of all, I don't think anyone is technically hustling for free because they likely hold the token. So as the token goes up, they make money. So it's technically not free, but I can understand what he's saying. They're not being paid directly to shill it. It's not influencers shilling. No one's paying Alex Becker, no one's paying Crypto God John to shill it, but the actual users, the people who make up the culture of the token, are the ones believing in it and putting in free hours in order to get this token pumping. How do you know if the community is hustling for free or not? Well, this tweet was very helpful for me. This was from June 24, before he actually shared his 10 tokens that he was investing in, the 10 tokens over 10 days. He said, I've spent the last 10 weeks locked in my room doing nothing but studying meme coins. 10 weeks studying meme coins. I spent the last couple of hours for this video studying meme coins, and I was like, I think I found them. Imagine spending 10 weeks dedicated to it. I mean, honestly, commendable. Silently hanging out in their group chats, so this is what we're getting into here. Simply observing and studying their lore to develop conviction on my top 10 long-term meme coin plays. Hanging out in their group chats, go into their telegrams, follow them on Twitter, pull them up on Luna Crush. If we go back to the token that I showed you earlier, Mudeng, which does not currently fit his criteria, but you go to Deck Screener and you can actually scroll down here and click on the search on Twitter tab. And you can see, you can search the contract address or the ticker symbol. More people are using the ticker symbol than the contract address, and you can actually see how frequently people are talking about it, how many people are talking about it, what they're saying about it, their conviction on it, and you can basically see if you think this is a community that is going to hustle for their token, because that's the ones that blow up, the ones that have religious beliefs around their the prosperity of their own tokens. Before we jump into the last criteria, I actually wanted to show you what we've been working on inside of our inner circle. So if you're not familiar with what we do in our inner circle, we basically help you get the same results as the best traders in the world and the biggest influencers in the world, who literally have millions of followers waiting for them to jump into new coins, waiting for them to promote new coins. And these coins are self-fulfilling prophecies that absolutely skyrocket up. Also, the best traders in the world, people like Crypto God John, who's literally made tens of millions of dollars outside his influencing. Wouldn't you want to trade exactly like him? Well, I would. That's why I built these tools and features. We have buy alerts. We reverse engineer the best in the world's wallets. You can see we actually just added Murad into our Hall of Fame traders, into our wallet tracker, into our portfolio breakdowns. Because if you have social alerts, when he tweets about a new project, you get a ping to your phone. You have all of his Docs wallets from the Zach XBT reveal. We have them in our wallet tracker, and you'll get pinged if they buy or sell any tokens. So even if he's getting out of the tokens that he's currently holding and you're in them, you're going to know, and you're going to be able to sell before everybody else comes in, and that cascades down to zero. Or what if he finds a new token using this criteria and buys in? That thing's going to skyrocket. You're going to want to have a buy alert to separate you from mainstream. We have massive influencers, people like Elon Musk, people like the Tate brothers tracked. These people have crazy influence over millions of people who all have their wallets ready to buy into these tokens, because it's basically a race. Literally in the peak of the euphoria in the last bull cycle, Alex Becker would move tokens hundreds of millions of dollars, like 10, 20 X's from one cryptic tweet. In fact, I feel like cryptic tweets actually perform way better than non-cryptic tweets calling them out, because people think they've discovered it first. Little do they know, if you just follow his wallet, you're going to be the one that discovers it first. We also do portfolio insights because a lot of these influencers at the moment have their bags packed, ready to skyrocket to the moon. And basically, if you wanted to match their portfolios or come through and watch our deep dives on their portfolios so you can mirror them or choose the tokens that you think are going to perform best in their portfolios, ready for this super cycle, that's what we're spending our time inside the inner circle doing, because otherwise it's going to take ridiculous amounts of time to all of us individually going and trying to track their wallets, trying to track their socials, trying to be first. Let us do the hard work for you and siphon it down into a very simple to follow newsfeed. The most recent thing we did is analyze Murad's entire portfolio. We deep dive that, and then we also put up a how to buy. We went through and bought every single one of these tokens in a fun wallet. We just put $2,000 into it, and hopefully we can get the 100x on that. It'd be awesome. But we videoed the entire way, so if you're a bit of a beginner and unsure how to actually buy these memes, the entire walkthrough is inside of our inner circle. And then lastly, just today, before I recorded this video, we found 9 of these meme coins that match Murad's criteria, all available inside the inner circle. So if you've been sitting on the fence, literally scroll below this video and you can see this link right here. Join the inner circle because we are getting into the bull run. I feel like it's a really good time to get the edge on mainstream. You can use the code BULLRUN for 15% off. Now, onto the final piece of criteria. And this might be one of the most important pieces unless you want to get rugged and scammed and lose all your money. So pay attention. Murad suggests that you use bubble maps or he says actually, hold a scan to check the distribution of the token that you're buying into. So this is bubble maps over here. Don't let me confuse them by saying bubble scan. You want to launch the app. This is the one that I actually prefer. I've never heard of hold a scan until this tweet and researching this video. But basically you can come in here and search any contract address for any token you're looking at. So let me show you guys Rick Roll, which Rick Roll is interesting because it's a massive meme. It could go really big because it's got a big total addressable market. It spent a long time under $10 million because you can see since January 2023, it's been under $10 million. It's currently at a $1.8 million market cap. It's had multiple 70% pullbacks. If we get our ruler out, this one is a massive pullback of 94%. We get our ruler out again. This one's a massive pullback of 90%. Shaking out the weak paper hands, which is fulfilling Murad's criteria. If you go over to Twitter, you see there's people hustling this token for free, so to speak. And then you come down here, and I'm going to show you how to use bubble maps. Get the contract address. So wherever the ticker symbol is there, if you want to know the ticker symbols, go up to the top of the deck screen and just match it up. That is the contract address. Copy that to clipboard, come back to bubble maps and paste that straight in here. It'll pull up blockchain, sorry for stumbling around, it's on, and you can actually see a bubble overview of what wallets hold this token. Now, this is a little bit of a naughty whoopsie daisy that Murad is warning against. So if we have a look, there's a cluster percentage where these wallets all hold significant percentages, almost 1% each of this token, and they have had transactions between them or affiliations between them. You can see, you pull it around, it's all going to come with it. And so this is scary because 13% total tokens are held between this cluster of wallets that are affiliated. So that is, in Murad's criteria, something to avoid. However, if we have a look at the token that I personally liked using Murad's criteria, if we come back here, this is the one that had the multiple pullbacks, and we copy the contract address here. If you want to know what this token actually is, it's Flying Avocado Cat. And it's very interesting because it's still under $10 million market cap. Spent a long time there. Has people hustling for free. I believe it could become very big. That's sort of the biggest asterisk on this one, Flying Avocado Cat. What is it? Why is this an interesting thing? Well, let me actually find where it says down here. It's the first meme coin created by Grok. So Grok is X or Twitter's AI. And apparently this is the very first meme coin that Grok created. You can actually see at the top here, the header image is the conversation with Grok. Where they're saying, make us a meme coin. Because this is the new meta. This is the new wave. You saw Mark Andreessen launch Goatsius Maximus, I believe it is, that absolutely skyrocketed. Mark Andreessen, who, if you don't know who he is, multi-billionaire from Netscape in the early internet days, who's big into crypto and Web3. They have massive VC funding for a lot of these projects. He gave an AI agent, 50 grand and said, go make a crypto and go make money. And now that AI agent is literally the first AI millionaire because the smart contract that is associated with that AI has millions of dollars in it because of the meme coin. So this is the meta at the moment. And this is not Telegrams, this is Twitter's, Grok's first meme coin. Obviously, it was created by a user who asked Grok to create it, but that is the meta behind there. And it's currently sitting at $9.8 million market cap. So the last thing to check off here is if we get the contract address, Flying Avocado Cat, match up that ticker symbol, come over. This was Rick Roll. We're going to go up top right, and we're going to paste this in here to search to see how the bubbles go. And you can see a couple of clusters, which is okay because when you click on it, you can see that's only 3% of the total supply. This one over here is 1.4% of total supply, another 1%, another 1.4% over there. They're going to have way less impact if they decide to actually sell, which is fantastic because 3%, you could consider that a whale, but that's not going to absolutely crash liquidity and drop it through the floor. So I personally will be putting a little bit of money into Flying Avocado Cat just to see how it goes. Not a lot of money, guys. If you're putting a lot of money into these meme coins, enjoy it. I don't mind that. But just make sure you're making your own decisions and realize that you're in the riskiest asset class in the world, like literally bar none. Remember, if you want an edge and you want to get the same results as the biggest and best influence and the best traders in the world, come and join us inside the inner circle. We'd love to see you there before this super cycle really starts to rocket. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.